y'all, we gotta discuss this. So this guy made a post talking about how he sees non-black people on the black dating app and he's confused because why are they shopping for black people, right? And this brings up such an awesome conversation about how black people are not allowed to have safe spaces or spaces that are just us ever. Like, our spaces always have to be policed. It always has to have an overseer. Non-black people always have to be in it, to be watching our every move and in the mix. And it's a mess. I've been intending to make a video on this topic for a while because before I even saw his post, I was thinking about this on my own, right? First of all, I'm in a couple different groups on, different platforms that are for black people in, different walks of life, right? So let's just say, for example, one of the groups that I'm in is a black language learners group. Oh, black people, we trying to learn this language. We can come together, learn it, whatever. Or like, black people who are traveling. Oh, I went to this country. This is where I stayed. I did not experience a lot of racism. I, recommended whatever, right? So those are just examples, right? But the important part is that these groups that I am in, they explicitly state they are for black people. And it's not just one group that I'm in like this. It's a couple of them, right? But in every single group, there are non-black people in them. And I don't get it. Somebody posted in one of the groups like, oh, are we accepting non-black people in the group? Like, what is going on, right? And a white woman commented like, oh, I'm in the group because, I'm interested in this topic as well. So and so and so, yada, yada, yada. And it's like, okay, again, let's use the example of the language learners group. Okay, sure. Maybe you're trying to learn this language as well. Cool. Maybe you should create a Duolingo account because this group specifically states it is for black people who are trying to learn this language. What about that made you think, yeah, I should be in here? I don't get that. And honestly, it boils down to the fact that non-black people have never had to pay any attention to black people's boundaries before. So why start now, right? Like, that's really what it boils down to. Because even when black people say, hey, this is a space for us to come together and just embrace each other and be in our culture and our whatever, non-black people be like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to be in your mix anyway. Like, what? This is my thing. I always put myself in other people's shoes, okay? So let's pretend that there was a dating app for East Asian people, okay? So let's say that I date East Asian men. Let's say, hypothetically, oh, I date East Asian men. Why would I go and make an account on this dating app for East Asian people? Because, yeah, okay, I date East Asian men. So, sure, I could get on here and come across a guy I like, whatever. But that's not what this app is for. This app is for East Asian people who are looking to date East Asian people. It's not for me to be looking for whoever, whatever. It's for people who are of that background and are looking for other people of that background for whatever reason. Maybe they want somebody who understands their culture in a way that somebody who's not from the same background of them never will. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they want, kids who are of the same background as them. They don't want their kids to be half, whatever, right? Whatever the reason is, they are actively searching for someone who is the same background as them. Maybe they want somebody who also speaks their native language. They don't want to have to force themselves to speak English at home. Whatever, right? Whatever the reason is, I don't have no business on that app. So why would I be on there? There are many reasons that a black person may want to be on a black dating app. Maybe they want to have black kids. The only way you're going to have a black kid is if you have it with another black person, because half black people are not black. And I know it's going to be a bunch of ashy hoteps in the comments. Well, like race depend on the daddy. So basically, I can chase after non-black women. My child's still going to be black because I want to pretend I got a black family. Anyway, Negro, go on about your business. Anyway, so my point is this. There are many reasons. Maybe a black person just doesn't want to deal with, the clashes of being black and having, a non-black extended family because they usually gonna be racist, whatever. Maybe a black person just wants somebody who understands them culturally or whatever, right? Whatever the reason may be, those black people are on that dating app looking for other black people. They not looking for non-black people. So why are you there in that space? My thing is this. There is never a time where black people are allowed to just be in each other's presence. There's never a time. Like, I'm thinking back to my years at Michigan State. I went there for undergraduate schooling, right? There was a black student union, right? Okay, cool. And a lot of the people in the black student union were also in the D9. So a lot of times black student union events and D9 events would like be a mashup, you know, like it would be a lot of the same people at both things, right? But this is the thing. There were plenty of non-black people in the D9, even though these are black sororities and fraternities. So they would end up at these black student union events and stuff, like, and it made no sense to me. Like, you white, why are you at the BSU event? You're Arab, bro. Why are you here? Like, this is a time for black people to be around black people. We on a campus where we're the vast minority. Sometimes we just want to be around each other and not have to worry about racism and this, that, and all of this stuff. But you're always in our space. And you know what? I have to be fair. Half of the issue is that non-black people don't respect black people's boundaries. That is definitely part of the problem. But the other part of the problem is the fact that some black people refuse to have any boundaries with these people, because there are so many black people who will welcome these people into our spaces. So many black people be honored to be in the presence of non-black people to the point where they will just let them colonize any space that we have. Like, I kid you not, when I was at Michigan State, there was a white boy who was a Sigma, right? And at Michigan State, they had a black graduation for the black students, right? Now, like I told you all, a lot of, you know, the BSU Black Student Union events and D9 events were like mashed up because a lot of people were both in the BSU and in the D9, right? So when I tell you, I kid you not, y'all, the Sigmas, and I don't know if it was all of them or if it was just this one dude who I was friends with, because I was close friends with a guy who was a Sigma, right? They was really pushing this one white boy who was a Sigma to come to black graduation. Like, huh? Now, like I said, you know, a lot of times the black student union events and the D9 events would get mashed up. So I guess they was just thinking, oh, this is just another D9 sort of thing, whatever. Baby, this is black graduation. Why would a white boy be there? Now, I do thank God that that white boy had the sense to say no. He was like, yeah, I don't think that's my place to come to black graduation. I thank the heavens that he had sense, because I would have caused the scene. I would have been thrown out of there. Now, I don't know if he only had the sense to say no because I'd already gone off on him multiple times. Because first of all, I asked him when he first crossed, I was like, why are you a Sigma when there's all these white organizations that you could have joined, right? His answer was, oh, I became a Sigma because I want to bridge the gap between, you know, the black students and the white students. Okay, first of all, you could have done that from a white organization. Yeah. And then second of all, he never bridged no sort of gaps. He was never like, hey, you know, like, let's do this joint event with the Lambda Delta Lambda white organization or whatever. No, he didn't do none of that, right? And then I also cut up on him, but that was after we graduated, because I cut up on him about the George Floyd thing. That was 2020 though, so that was after we graduated. But anyway, I'd already got him together, I feel like, on multiple occasions, because I was like, just why are you in this space, right? So he may have only said no to going to black graduation because he knew I would have been like, boy, bye. No, you know the crazy thing? The crazy thing is this. He did come to black graduation, but he sat in the crowd. The Sigmas had encouraged him to walk at black graduation because we were all graduating at the same time. They encouraged him to get a cap and gown and I guess the kente cloth stoles like the niggas on campus and walk the stage at black graduation. He said, no, I'm not going to do that. But he did come to black graduation and sit in the crowd. And I'm still confused because why were you there? But again, at least he had the sense not to walk across the stage. But again, that gets me back to my point. Half of the issue is these people not respecting boundaries. The other half is the fact that you niggas will invite them into every space, no matter what, to your own detriment every single time.